Short-term furnished rentals. They have the pros and cons. But here's actually why I don't personally like them at all. So a couple years back, we managed 2 short-term furnished rentals, Airbnbs, and some of the problems that we came across were calls in the middle of the night when somebody just lands off of a plane from Brazil or something and they don't know where to find the lockbox instructions. Even though you film a video, even though you take pictures and you give them clear instructions on how to find the lockbox and how to find the keys, I just found it very difficult. I guess it kind of makes sense. If you're coming from a foreign country, imagine you going to Brazil, for example, and you have no idea where everything is. No matter how clear the instructions are, somebody's gonna mess that up in the middle of the night. I know there's protocols to kind of get away with that. Like you can give them an offer, like a pre-discounted rent off of the hotel, and you're still making money off the spread of the rent, things like that, right? And maybe there's a 24-hour hotline you can call with an outsourced phone service or whatever. But I find that unless you're doing it at a big scale, short-term furnished rentals don't make sense. Or potentially if you have a cottage country somewhere, right? If you have a cottage, like a vacation rental that you want to use part-time, you want to also share with somebody that's renting it, like that could make sense, and there's scenarios where that won't work. Ultimately, I think you need to have a lot of units for it to make sense. Because look, the amount of money that you're going to make on a short-term rental, the spread, the additional income, to me is not worth it, because you lose it based on the vacancies, based on the wear and tear that you have, and because there's a lot of turnover and there's a lot of, people throw parties there too. As much as they don't want to say that they will throw parties there. I mean, like, think about it, it makes sense, right? Those are main reasons why I personally don't like furnished rentals. The management is a headache and it becomes really a full-time job, and either you got to hire a professional short-term management company that they'll charge you anywhere from 15 to 20% or more, even 25% of the revenue. Or you can have it for a long-term tenant where it's more passive and really it's their home for the long run, at least a year or more. And they'll treat it like their own home and they'll take care of the place, and you have a lot less headache. So consider, if you're renting it out, consider long-term, weigh out the pros and cons, talk to us. I'll give you some more insight on my experience and what I've learned throughout the years. Talk soon.
Add it up.